Hi everyone, this is Today in History. Today is Thursday, March the 21st, the 81st day of 2024. There are 285 days left in the year. On this day in 1556, Thomas Cranmer, the first Protestant Archbishop of Canterbury, was burned at the stake for violating heresy laws revised under the Roman Catholic Queen Mary I, known as Bloody Mary. On this day in 1685, German composer Johann Sebastian Bach, who is generally considered the greatest composer of all time, was born. On this day in 1768, French mathematician Joseph Farine, who exerted strong influence on mathematical physics through his The Analysis Theory of Heat, published in 1822, was born in Usera. On this day in 1806, Mexican national hero Benito Juarez was born in San Paulo, Gualaceo, Oaxaca. On this day in 1880, German painter Hans Hofmann, an influential art teacher and a pioneer in the use of improvisational techniques whose work paved the way for American painters to develop abstract expressionism, was born. On this day in 1918, the Second Battle of the Somme began during World War I. On this day in 1925, the Butler Act, which outlawed the teaching of evolution in Tennessee schools, was signed into law. The legislation was at the center of the Scopes trial. It was not repealed until 1967. On this day in 1960, about 70 black African demonstrators were killed by police in Sharpeville, Gauteng province during a protest against South Africa's passed laws. On this day in 1963, the U.S. federal prison of San Francisco Bay's Alcatraz Island, which had held some of the most dangerous civilian prisoners, including Al Capone and Robert Stroud, the Birdman of Alcatraz, was closed. On this day in 1965, American civil rights activists, led by Martin Luther King Jr., began a protest march from Selma to Montgomery, Alabama. On this day in 1980, U.S. President Jimmy Carter announced that the United States was boycotting the Summer Olympics in Moscow to protest the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan. Also on this day in 1980, in one of the most famous cliffhangers in American television, Season 3 of Dallas ended with the shooting of J.R. Ewing, played by Larry Hagman. The famous Who Shot J.R. entered the lexicon of American pop culture, quite possibly one of the greatest TV shows ever made. On this day in 1990, after 106 years of German and South African rule, Namibia became independent. On this day in 2006, Twitter, now known as X, co-founder Jack Dorsey sent the first public tweet, which read, "Just setting up my Twitter." On this day in 2017, Irish politician Martin McGuinness, who is a member of Sinn Féin, the political wing of the Irish Republican Army, the IRA, played an influential role in negotiating the Good Friday Agreement, the Belfast Agreement of 1998, died at the age of 66. All right, everyone, that's it for today. Today is Thursday, March the 21st, the 81st day of 2024. There are 285 days left in the year.